is up, YouTubers? This is your boy Scartoon, and I'm here today to bring you another Bleach Brave Souls video. I'm going to be doing the 6-star 100% character analysis on none other than Número 2 Espada y el Anterior Rey de Juego Mundo, Barragan Ruizenban. That's right, I'm going to be doing the 6-star character analysis on Espada number 2 and former King of Juego Mundo, Barragan Ruizenban. So, without further ado, let's just get into this bad boy. Alright, so, looking at his stats, this guy's ironclad, okay? The stamina is at 818. Most characters, they have a hard time getting up to 800 stamina, and this guy just surpasses that by 18 points, almost 20. Ridiculous. Attack, 538. That's really good as an attack. It's not the best, but if you notice, this guy's a projectile user, so 538 attack is actually outstanding for his category of character. Okay, next, defense is 310. This is another great attribute that goes right along with his soul trait, dodge rate. Gotta mention it about the PvP. That defense and dodge rate have to be some of the most devastating combos on a character. Very high defense, and most characters don't even touch 300, and this guy surpasses it by 10 points. That's ridiculous for the above two stats that he has also going on. Focus is 268. This is not a very high focus. People, you know, I've seen someone touch 300 already, but 245 is the average focus, so for him to be above the average is absolutely fantastic. SP is 548. You kind of want a 550. Anything above 500 usually produces really good strong attack damage, so he has a 548 SP. That's actually really good. It's above the kind of standard average for SP builds. So this is solid right here, guys. He has solid stats going on. Alright, so we're going to get into his soul tree and go over this really fast. Alright, so if you look at his soul tree, he has 6 attainable upgrades altogether, none of which block his path for him to level up all the way. So that means that you can actually essentially level him up just by augmenting him and using the appropriate jewel to level him up, which would be green jewels, sorry. Alright, so you just need green jewels and you can level him up all the way. So left to right, top to bottom. We'll start off. Long stride. It increases his flash step distance. This basically gives you double flash steps without you swiping twice. Just lets you cover more, you know, you have longer reach with your flash steps. Havoc. Increases strong attack area of effect. I didn't really use him as a 5-star, so, you know, I didn't really have a problem with that. Next, Bruiser. You know, it's increased normal attack damage. That's good. Gives me NAD possibilities. Berserker increases strong attack damage, so he's giving me NAD and SAD possibilities here with the increases in augmentation on his strong and normal attacks. Next, Debilitator increases duration of inflicted status ailment. Okay, and lastly, he has Devastation. This increases his special move damage. This is like a throwaway to me, and I would have liked an extra ability, you know, an extra augment to something. Alright, so without further ado, guys, I'm just going to get into these clips. Hope you guys enjoy. Running a sad build. Sad build. Full boosties. Let's go. Alright, so first things first, when we're testing out a sad build, we do want to test out the recharge time. So first things first, here we go. First strong attack, 8 seconds. Second, 16 seconds. And last strong attack is 24 seconds. You guessed it. Intervals of 8. Okay, so why don't we get involved with this? Okay, so strong attacks are doing somewhere around, I guess, a K? That first one is doing somewhere around the K. This one right here is actually doing a significant amount of damage. That's crazy. That vortex, for it to be doing that much damage, is pretty insane. I think it hits over up to 2k damage, 2 or 3k damage. It doesn't hit as much, and it's not as long as Shinji's, but it does a significant amount of damage to make a sad build, and its use is pretty viable outside of just, you know, gathering up mobs and making, you know, them do this extra damage. See, by itself, it actually holds up as a pretty decent attacking move. Does a decent amount of damage, even if you just leave it be. Of course, it's not designed for that. It's actually designed so that you can do additional damage on top of what damage it does do. But showing you what that vortex does by itself is pretty phenomenal and pretty interesting. He's probably one of the only people I've ever seen with such a powerful vortex. And you know, vortex, they're just disgusting, and they actually work in transition with each other. All his strong attacks can literally be chalked up to one big combo. You vortex, you smack with the axe, and then you wave him. It's a lot of stuff. And as you can see, like, he's a very clean character to use to actually just pretty much do a little bit of nad damage if you want and finish them off. That proc is also pretty crazy, but a sad build actually works with this character. I'm gonna hit Aizen with the special. No tension tie, just the special. Oh wow, Devastation really actually shines through in that one. Running a SAR build. SAR build, full boosties, Aizen raid. Let's get it poppin'. Well, alright. So, first things first. Wow, that flash step is crazy. We're going to test out his strong attack recharger since this is a SAR build. So, first strong attack, 6 seconds, it's like 5.5. Second strong attack, 11 seconds. And last strong attack, 16 seconds, solid. Alright. So let's see what kind of control this guy has on the field. So with a SAR build, we're going to be using really a mixture of strong and normal attacks, and we're going to just try to pretty much tell the field what to do. Player versus environment to its fullest. But you know, I like to open up with this bat, wave them out, probably use a couple normals, throw the axe if I need to. This guy just has so many different options, and he is a range fighter all the way to the fullest. His whole thing is designed to continuously control you, so even using a SAR build, I mean, the control aspects are there, but when you use a SAD build, he still has that same control. It doesn't really stop his control when you're using a SAD build, and the fact that he can literally continuously do DPS from such a safe distance without actually having the mob come up to him, he can actually funnel mobs to him in a very effective method. As you can see, they're all honed in on one focal point, ready for me to just kind of unleash all these attacks and like line them up. This guy is probably one of the best guys I've ever seen with combination of strong attacks by themselves in conjunction with his normal attacks. You know, this guy is definitely, SAR is the home for him. You know, I think I might be disappointed with the NAD maybe, but you know, he's actually producing over a K of NAD damage with no augmentation to his NAD damage. So that's actually a pretty surprising thing, and at the same time just has this retarded control over the field. I barely even need to use my strong attacks because they're just so potent and they just knock you back so far. It's just designed for control. Running a NAD build. NAD build, full boosties, Aizen raid. Let's get it poppin'. Alright, so let's get it started. We're gonna test out his string. 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-hit string, and he launches the last one with the other hand. That's the only difference. And you know, the third one's gonna knock everyone back. So let's just test out this NAD over here. Whoa. Okay, so you know what? For a NAD user, he actually doesn't have high potent damage for a NAD user. Yeah, he's gonna if he crits really high, it's somewhere around, oh wow, he can 3k crit. Whoa, okay, wait, I don't even see the mobs anymore. I'm not even, do you see this guy? I'm just literally holding down the attack button and he's just kind of destroying the mobs as he goes along. That's ridiculous for, that's some kind of serious controlled NAD. This guy's actually really good as a NAD user. Yeah, I was just wasting time there. I was trying to see if he was going to hook onto them, but yeah, this is kind of broken right here. This is retarded broken. You really don't even have to step outside your comfort zone unless somebody, you know, and then you could just push the whole mob back, or you can launch them to you. Like, this is ridiculous. What? Barragan just has so much control, even, and he still produces, I mean, he doesn't produce crazy damage with his strong attacks. They just don't really do much damage at all, but they do enough, and they do what they're intended to do, and that's control. All of his strong attacks literally push the mob. They augment the position of the mob. So yeah, Nat, wow, everything that this guy does is just freaking bananas. Well, there you have it. That's my 6-star 100% character analysis on Barragan. In the end, you find out that he is good with every and any build, and mix matching is encouraged as well when in PvE situations. When it comes down to it, his strong attacks just have control over the field, allowing him to accompany it with a lot of normal attacks, and that makes a NAD build completely viable and gets a 10 out of 10 just because it works so well in conjunction with his strong attacks. Now, a sad build is completely great because he already produces really big strong attack damage, and then you make it even bigger by increasing the percentage by 60%. He's gonna kill mobs in 1 to 2 strong attacks, not to mention that all of them are guard breaks, so they're definitely going to penetrate the mob's defenses, any defenses that is. And he is a ranged character, so he can take his strong attacks, push mobs back, or pull them into the center and accompany it by a barrage of normal attacks. So it just makes any build with this character completely viable and gets an A+. That nasty little status ailment that he can inflict other mobs with or a boss with is absolutely useful, as if you went into a blue raid, which you probably wouldn't be using Barragan in, you could actually take him out in order to inflict the status ailment on a boss and do immense damage with another character of your choosing. So this guy is just all around nasty when it comes down to using him. And it's afflicted status ailment with debilitators, so it's going to be 8 to 10 seconds, which is fantastic. Okay, this guy, you know, if this goes off in PvP, whoever the hell it's going off against is completely done for sure. Okay, his normal attacks, his strong attacks, they just hit so hard. In a PvE situation, guys, I'm gonna recommend that you do not use chappies with him, and I say that because you don't want to squander the potential of his strong attacks, because they work so well in conjunction with his normal attacks. You'll probably finish a raid faster if you don't lower his SP all the way to 0, and that's just a small tip if you want to actually use a NAD build on him, but most likely you're going to be going with an SP build either way. Now lastly, if you guys want to know why I don't really go against mobs that I'm attribute strong against, it's very simple. There is a focus attribute on the character, and that accounts for how much times they're going to be, you know, hitting critical damage. Okay, and I want you to be able to see how often that goes off with percentage increases and decreases. Okay, so that's the reason why I fight mobs that I'm not attribute strong against. If I'm attribute strong against them, you would never see them crit. Okay, every damage that they do is going to be yellow all the time. So that's the reason why I do it. Also, I want to show you guys versatility in other rooms, so you guys can see how much damage they can do when they're not in their comfort zone. That's very important to note. Lastly, the reason why I use chappies on a NAD build and I encourage not using chappies is because it's the max normal attack damage that I can produce. So I want you to see the extension of how much normal attack damage, if you guys have any questions. Okay, but he's an absolute beast. If you have him in your roster, I recommend you level him up all the way up. He's a fantastic character to have on your squad. Okay, but that's my analysis. You're always welcome to make your own opinions on this matter. That's what this is about, guys. Okay, so that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll be bringing you more Bleach Brave Souls content throughout the week. I don't really know who's gonna be next, so that's my video. I'm Scartoon, and I'm signing out of here, guys. Dude, chill. Production.